Hello everyone, it's Kristen Always here, and this video is going to be about a vision that I had a little while ago about the gateway to the new earth. And it's a little bit different to anything I've heard or seen about what this is all going to look like when we do make the transition into the new earth. And the reason I'm sharing it today, I got the nudge during the middle of the night last night to share this today, also based on some discussions I had with a really dear friend of mine that corroborated this story for me, and in fact enhanced this vision for me as well. So I'm really excited to share this today, and to get your feedback as well about whether this feels true for you as well, or how does it feel for you. But before we get started, what I'd like to do as well is just to invite you to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't yet already. And also I have a Facebook group called the Ascension Codes that if any of you are interested in joining, I'd love you to pop over there and join us in that group as well. So today's video, so I've shared some other videos, a little bit about what's coming up with the activation on the 21st of December at Uluru. I posted a video that is now very interestingly getting a lot of views after it didn't before, so it's fascinating the way the universe works. And that was called Location of the Magic Box. So I also did a video yesterday about how the course has been set for this transition to the new earth, and Pachamama's ready. And today I want to, I guess what this vision does is elaborate a little bit more, and to provide you with a little bit more insight into what I know so far about what I've seen through a vision of how this looks. Now, the vision that I've had is when the switch for the new earth goes on, what I saw was like a portal, like a wide portal, almost. I mean, you could liken it to a black hole. You could liken it to like some sort of sorting machine, if you like. Basically, it's got a funnel on either end, and what happens is when the switch gets flicked, everyone on this planet goes through energetically through this portal. And as they come out the other side, what I've seen though is people land wherever they are energetically aligned to on the other side. This is a vibrational thing. This is almost like a gravitational pull to drop people to exactly where they should be, the best fit, the best location for where they are operating from within themselves. So it's almost like we go through this this portal, and essentially we land on this lovely fluffy cloud of or like in a beautiful soft blanket, and we're tucked in beautifully, and we're exactly where we're meant to be. And the reason I feel it's really important to share this today, because of all the things I've heard about this previously, and from what I see in this vision, something doesn't add up. There's a discrepancy here, and it'd be interesting to explore that a little bit more, because what we're being told is there's two possible timelines. There's duality. We've got this or that. Two flavors, strawberry or vanilla. You go through and you get to choose one of the two, or you don't even get to choose. You get put into whether it's strawberry or vanilla, and that's done. What I'm proposing here today is based on what I've seen. When you come through that portal, there is every single flavor imaginable open to you. And you will naturally gravitate to the flavor that is absolutely perfect for you. And there's even flavors there that we're not even yet able to possibly perceive or imagine. So rather than having this mindset of it's this or it's that, the duality, right? You know, we're going to go through and we haven't made the grade, we haven't made the cut, then I'm going to get stuck with strawberry, you know, and it's nothing like that. What I'm here to tell you is when you go through, you are going to land in the absolutely perfect spot for you. And it's not a choice of 2. It's not a choice of 10. What I can see is it's infinite, just as we are. It's infinite. The options are infinite. So what I see is multiple timelines existing simultaneously. And when we think about that, that's already what's happening with our past, present, future, past lives, this life, future lives. It's already there. And this, in a sense, mirrors that. So my point with today's video is that if we go through this shift and we go through this change and we land exactly where we're meant to be, it's like coming home. It's like coming home to yourself. You're going to end up in the perfect spot for you, designed by you. So when we think about it like this, then it takes away that whole element of fear and distrust in the process. Because from what I'm seeing, you're going to end up exactly where you're meant to end up. And it's perfect for you. It doesn't matter where Mary 3 houses down from you ends up. It doesn't matter where, you know, your next door neighbor ends on timeline 58 and you're on 4. It doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. You're going to go exactly where you're meant to go. It's already designed. It's perfect. It's perfect for you and for your own next stage in your evolution. So when we can look at it like that, where you're going to get the most wondrous, tastiest, flavored ice cream in the world, when you come out of that portal and you're going to land in this soft blanket of goodness and it feels like you're home, then really this whole idea that has been spread around about and what we're hearing about, you know, well, the time's running out and you've got to change and you've got to do that. It's all bullshit, because you're going to end up exactly where you're meant to. And it takes the fear out of it. It takes out the worry and concern, like, oh, I haven't done enough work. You're exactly where you're meant to be right now in your journey. Exactly. That's it. It's perfect for you and your journey. And only you really know what you came here to experience in this lifetime. So based on this, if there's infinite timelines, there is no right or wrong. There is no good or bad. There is no... it even takes out of it this whole element of heaven and hell, right? Which is, oh, well, if I don't make the grade, that's it. I'm going to purgatory for the next, you know, millennia. From what I've seen, this is not how it operates. And it operates for our greatest, highest good. This is not a downgrade. It's an upgrade for everyone, every single soul on this planet at this point in time. It's an upgrade. It's a shift into this new consciousness and reality for all of us. And where you end up is exactly where you're meant to end up. And therefore, there's nothing to fear. There's no need for comparison. As we know, comparison is the thief of all joy. And we say that, but do we really understand it? Because when we compare ourselves to where others are in their journey, all we're really doing is telling ourselves we're not good enough. It's coming from a lack mentality, which is also a fear-based mentality, which has been drummed into us since the beginning of our time here on this planet and before. It's all bullshit, and it's not true. Because from what I'm seeing, the reality of the situation is in fact the complete opposite. And if we go into this with a fear-based mentality and these fear reactions to it all, then that also has the potential to affect the gravitational pull of where you end up. But if we're the more we're willing to let go of all of our preconceived ideas and expectations and assumptions about what this looks like, shut out all of this noise that we're hearing and go within ourselves and go, what feels true for me? Is when we find our answers. They're not out there, they're in here. And I know from what I've seen, this feels a hell of a lot better than thinking, oh my God, I haven't done enough work, I'm not going to make the grade, and I'm going to be stuck with that flavor for the rest of my life. It doesn't work that way. And when we can look at it from this whole entirely new perspective, it opens up the doors to an understanding that we're going home, and home for me may look different than home for you. And that's exactly how it's meant to be. There's no rules, there's no right or wrong, there's no good or bad. We haven't done anything wrong. We're not going to spend the rest of our lives, the suffering's done. The suffering is over. We've suffered enough. We're getting to the good bit, my friends. And from what I've seen, it really is like paradise. And it's all very much individually tailored to the individual based on what you've come here to experience. And when we can look at it from this outside perspective, all of a sudden it's like, oh, thank God, it's all going to be okay. We're all going to be fine. We're all going to be exactly where we're meant to be. And it doesn't matter where anyone else ends up. It just matters where you end up. That's it. And it doesn't matter what anyone else tells you, what anyone else thinks. This is your journey. This is your ride. It's like the ultimate choose your own adventure. Because the other thing that I know is when we replace fear with hope, then anything is possible. Anything. And from what I've seen, that is what we will get to experience. Whatever you want in this lifetime, whatever you choose in on. It's that simple. So let go of the fear, let go of the shame, let go of the blame and the guilt and all the heavy, shitty emotions we've been carrying around on our backs for our whole goddamn lives. It's time to let it go and just know that when this all happens, you're going home. And that is the best feeling in the whole world. It doesn't get better than that. It's not a big scary trip. It's not the tunnel of terror. We're going through the tunnel of love, my friends. And where we end up is going to be bigger and better than anything we could have ever possibly predicted or imagined. We can't even envisage it yet because it's completely new. We're going somewhere totally new and we get to do it together. So let it go. Let go of everything that's not serving you anymore. Anything that doesn't feel good. Does it feel good to think, oh my God, I haven't done the work and I'm not going to get there and I'm not going to make the grade? No, it doesn't. So let that shit go. You don't need it anymore. That's what I've been referring to the whole time about letting things go. And I can tell you from my own experience recently, the more that I've let go of any attachments to anything that is no longer serving me, the more I've actually received. It works the opposite from how we've been told and programmed and conditioned to believe, because what we've been programmed to believe serves the few, not the many. It's the opposite. So it really boils down to how much you're willing to give to yourself, how much you're willing to let everything go and just go with the flow and trust and know that you're going to the most amazing place imaginable and more. It's all okay. It's going to be better than okay. And that's the message I really wanted to put across today, is to let go of these old paradigms, these old modalities of thinking about these duality, the heaven, hell, us, them. There is no separation. There's none. We all go together. It's how it's designed. It's what we came for. And to understand that we are all in this together, and where you end up will be perfect for you. Full stop. End of story. And doesn't that feel good? I know how it feels to me. I know what I've seen, and I'm like, that feels true and that feels good. And automatically, when you can get to that point within yourself, you've already raised your vibration. It's that simple. So maybe it's time to stop listening to all of these stories that we keep hearing, and these fear-based ideas and perceptions about what life is going to look like, because no one actually really fucking knows, right? We don't know. We're going into uncharted waters. This is all I've seen so far. What happens after that? We get to find out together. That's what I mean. It's the ultimate choose your own adventure. So what are you going to choose for yourself? Haven't we suffered enough? It's time to start celebrating who we are, the human spirit, how far we've come, and to expand our minds even more, to start imagining where we could even possibly go to from here. Because it really is just totally mind-blowing and expanding. And I know that that's the world that I'd rather be living in than this world of suppression, tyranny, victimhood, fear. No more. Enough is enough. We've done it. We've done it for long enough. Choose something else for you, because you're worth it. Not only are you worth it, we are the most incredible, magical, dynamic, infinite beings of love and light. We're nothing like we've been told. We're the complete opposite. And when we can remember that and remember who we truly are, all of that stuff we've been told doesn't actually even make a difference anymore. It's just like you can see straight through it and go, yeah, that's bullshit. I now know who I am, what I am, where I've come from, and I'm going that way. That's all. Simple. So the purpose for the video today is to share that vision of what I've seen, because it is, well, as I said, there's only one dear friend of mine who has heard something similar, and based on that, that is my that's my go signal to say what I've seen is true. I've got a confirmation from an outside source, and it just feels true to me, and it feels good. So why not go with what feels good? So thank you for listening today. I really appreciate it. If anyone's got any questions or would like me to elaborate a little bit more, I'm more than happy to. Hopefully that was clear enough. And I look forward to sharing more with you soon as more drops in, and we get to put this great big beautiful puzzle together, which is just magnificent. So enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks for listening, and just remember, every flavor is available. I love you all so much. Bye.